Hello, my name is Joe, and today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the pit bull breed. But first, let me introduce you to the star of the show. Come here. This is Leo. Say hello, Leo. I'll tell you a little bit about Leo. He's my pit bull. He's about 1.5 years old. He likes head rubs. Without further ado, let's get right into the presentation. So to start this presentation off, I went online and I found 5 reasons why pit bulls are the worst breed in the world, and I'm going to prove that wrong to you guys today. The first reason I found online why pit bulls are the worst breed to have is because they are violent. And right now, I'm going to prove to you that that is a myth. As you can see, I've got my pit bull here, and this is my 12-year-old little schnoodle, Rex, and they get along very great. And he's such a good boy. I can play with him. I can put my fingers in his mouth, and I can mess with him. And all he does is play bite. All you do is play bite, right? Say, I'm not violent. The second reason that I found online why pit bulls are the worst breed ever is that they are bad with children. Today, I have a little guest star here. What's your name?
Braden.
Your name's Braden, and how old are you?
I'm 3.
He's 3. This is my nephew Braden, and we're gonna show you that my pit bull is very good with kids. Come over here and pet him, buddy. Give him a pet. Give him some pets. Yeah, uh-oh. He wants my pets. But as you can see, my pit bull is very good with children.
What's my pet?
You want to go run around? Go run around with Leo. Go run around with him. Go ahead. The third reason I found online why pit bulls are the worst breed is that they just look plain scary. And I'm going to show you how my pit bull looks like the cutest dog in the world. Good boy. Good boy. Now, it is understandable why some people think that pit bulls do look scary, and that's because some people clip their ears and clip their tails. Now, my pit bull, as you can see, has his ears and his full tail, so he doesn't look as scary as some pit bulls. Reason number 4 that I found online for why you should not own a pit bull is that you cannot own any other animals besides the one pit bull that you have because they aren't good with animals. But as I will show you here in the next clip, that's not true. This is my pit bull again. His name is Leo. And again, this is my schnoodle. His name is Rex. He's 12. And they get along just fine. I always take Leo out to events. As a matter of fact, just 2 weeks ago, I took him to an event down at the Bishop Animal Shelter called Canine Christmas. And he did great. There was hundreds of other dogs there. And he interacted with lots of dogs. And he did such a great job. Such a great job. Reason number 5 that I found online why pit bulls are the worst breed to own is that they aren't loyal dogs. Now I'm going to demonstrate the couple of things that I've trained my dog to do, like sit, give me his paw, and show you guys that he's a very loyal animal to me. All right, Leo, sit. Good boy. Stay. Now sit again. Good boy. Give me your paw. Paw. Good boy. Other paw. Good boy. Lay down. Good boy. Just a little clip at the end to show you that there were treats involved in this video. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Say bye-bye. And now I will give you a brief history of the pit bull breed. Now, despite pit bulls back in the 1500s being bred as hunting dogs, They always made very excellent companions to humans. In part, this came out of their fighting ancestry. Handlers had to be able to jump in the ring and separate the fighters and then treat the wounded dogs after the fights were over. Dogs that showed aggression towards humans, even in the middle of the fight, were usually killed and never bred. Yeah. So that's where the misconception of the pit bulls kind of come into play. The pit bulls, the American Pit Bull Terrier, comes from a combination of the English and Irish stock brought to the U.S. in the 19th century. Once in the U.S., pit bulls excelled at cattle dogs and catch dogs for pigs, and unfortunately, they were still used as fighting dogs. However, the majority of pit bulls were not fought, instead earning their keeps as hunters, herders, guardians, and friends. Yes, friends. Because of the fighting stigma, when the American Kennel Club was formed, they refused to recognize pit bulls. Thus, in 1898, a man named Chauncey Bennett formed the United Kennel Club, specifically for the purpose of registering the American Pit Bull Terrier, though it later expanded to include other breeds. In 1909, the American Dog Breeding Association was formed by breeders who felt the United Kennel Club failed to adequately focus on the breed's working traits. In the 1930s, the pit bulls were admitted to the AKC under the name Staffordshire Terrier. Despite the different name, chosen because Staffordshire, England, is believed by many to be where the traditional English Bulldog was first crossed with Terriers to create the modern American Pit Bull Terrier. The original Staffordshires were all UKC-registered Pit Bull Terriers, and many dogs continued to be cross-registered to this day. The Pit Bull, America's sweetheart. During the first half of the 20th century, the American Pit Bull Terrier was the closest thing the United States had to a national dog. Pit Bulls were the dog of choice for famous persons such as Helen Keller, Laura Ingalls Wilder of Little House on the Prairie, and President Theodore Roosevelt. Meanwhile, pit bulls were chosen as mascots by the Buster Brown Shoe Company and by the United States itself, which featured pit bulls on American propaganda posters for each of its first two world wars. In 1903, an American Pit Bull Terrier by the name of Bud became the first dog to travel across the entire United States via car. He accompanied the first humans to make a nonstop journey across the country by automobile. But his fame eclipsed theirs, as newspapers in cities across America featured a goggle-wearing Bud on the front page. After World War II, pit bulls retreated to a relatively obscurity, accorded neither more nor less notoriety than other breeds. Surely, underground fighting took place, but this was only a small percentage of pits. Others were used for herding, hunting, or guardian purposes, but most were bred and kept primarily as companions. Fortunately, despite a few bad apples, most of humans today are lucky enough to own pit bulls who are responsible caretakers. With responsible owners and numerous groups devoted to promoting an accurate image of the breed, pit bulls are beginning to make a comeback in the popular imagination. Yes, pit bulls are still working dogs, but in a variety of new roles. Pit bulls make great therapy dogs and are commonly used in search and rescue. Following in the footsteps of Sergeant Stubby, they have also distinguished themselves in the role of drug and bomb-sniffing dogs. A pit bull named Popsicle holds the Texas record for biggest drug bust, having sniffed out 3,000 pounds of cocaine. Most of all, the American Pit Bull Terrier continues to be, and it has always been, a great family dog and a beloved companion.